YouTube. Remember last about a week and a half ago, I think, I got my Exedy clutch. Finally got it in. I've been driving it, for a couple days. Big difference. Like it winds up quicker. One, because it's a lighter flywheel, and it starts up a little bit easier. The clutch play is a little different. Like on this one, it was about an inch off the floor. The new one's a little bit further. So the clutch is a little different, but it's a hell of a lot smoother. So basically, I'm gonna show you what I put the old clutch back in the box when I did. I did everything. Basically, this is the old throwout bearing. Basically, what it is this part right here spins, and that's what pushes up against your clutch, and that's what spins. It spins fairly smoothly. It really doesn't really have any play in it, so I might clean that up. That's basically what I might do. I just might clean it up. Just clean up the outside and have it as a spare, I guess. I really don't know how much they cost, just the bearings themselves, but this one feels fine. Just dirty, very dirty. So that's that. Put that right there. So this is my old flywheel. I'm gonna sit you down real quick. She's a heifer. Okay, so this is my old flywheel. Let's see if I can get a better light. This thing weighs a freaking ton. I'm going to show you. You can see that there's a lot of heat on that, and that's because I'm going to show you why it was doing that. Basically, that's this is the stock flywheel. The thing weighs a fucking, weighs a ton. I don't know if I can say that word on YouTube, but oh well, I said it anyways. So anyways, you got these dowels right here. Remember on the other flywheel, I had it came with the 3 dowels. Well, originally when I pulled this out of the box, to put it in my car, I grabbed this, the new one. I stuck the clutch cover on it, trying to line up the holes, because you remember how many holes were on it. Could not line up at all with the dowels. So we spent a lot of time, me and my buddy, trying to figure that out. So he's like, whatever, dude, you're gonna have to, you're fucked, basically. I'm like, I don't know. So basically, I put one dowel in the new flywheel, sat the clutch cover down, I looked at it. I went, oh shit, there's the 2 spots for the dowels. So I put those in, put it all together. He's like, dude, no way. So yep. So that took too long to figure that out. If you're asking what that is right there, that is because each one of these bolts is torqued down to 80 foot-pounds, I think it was, and there's 16 tooth bolt, so it has 16 edges on it. So you need a 16 tooth or 16 tooth socket. I forgot what size it was. I want to say it was a 17, but I'm probably wrong on that. But anyway, we started with one of them with a ratchet. It would not budge, period. So we used an impact. 1 came out, 2 came out. Actually, that doesn't really matter. But anyways, went to the 3rd one, tried to get it out. I rolled it because the socket that we had a crown on it. So the teeth were kind of sitting inside the socket, so it didn't have a good bite. So we rounded that out. I ended up taking that socket, grinding it so it was flat. Went to go get that one, slept. It rolled the inside, so I re-ground it so it was flat across. ended up getting the rest of them out. Then we took a 5/8 bolt, put it up against it, took a cutoff wheel, cut it, so it basically would fit, stick a 5/8 socket on there, rolled it. We tried, I think the next size we did was a 9/16, rolled it, and I'm like, you know what, I need to get this out because I got to work tomorrow. So I ended up cutting down, down the side, that's why it's all scarred up like that, cutting the flange off, and I was able to get the thing off and take it off. I ended up sticking that bolt back in because I had to, but everything's down to 80 foot-pounds, so it's not going to go anywhere. I'm not worried about it. It was actually pretty easy to pull all this apart. So that's that. The exciting part's next. Put that right there. Put that right there. This is the exciting part. This is what actually was broken in my car. So, tell me if there's something wrong with this. Let's go in the light. Yeah, so, do you see anything wrong with this clutch? Oh, that was the other reason why there's heat marks on that. Is because that right there was pushing in, against the clutch cover, which in turn was pushing this up against it, and it would not allow it to clutch properly, and therefore it glassed it. And I want to say there's another crack there. Yeah, and then then that fun nonsense. So basically, what happened to my clutch was I was behind a semi, back on country road. I was going up a hill behind him. We got the flat, but I was in second gear. Flooring it, letting it off. So the clutch was constantly doing this. So those were working quite they were being used probably too aggressively for what I was doing. And they put a used, well, I'm not even sure if they used, because I think they put a used clutch in, but there's still a lot of meat on that thing. So I don't know, to be honest with you. This is a no-name clutch disc, but the thing is it looks identical to the Exedy clutch, but this has no trades on it. So, anyways. Even the clutch surface is slightly different, but basically I was in second gear, accelerating, decelerating, doing that, basically winding up the motor pretty good, and then what I went to go do is I went to go pass him. I floored it, and I should have noticed something because I heard something when I nailed the gas. And went to press the clutch in to go in third gear. Guess what? No third gear. Would not go in third gear at all. So, press the clutch in, went into fourth, went into fifth, and then when I stopped at the light up the, a couple miles up the road, stopped there, clutch felt different. The car felt different after this happened. But basically, stopped, and then, I put it in first gear, held the clutch in, the car was going, just going back and forth, just a little bit. I'm like, oh, shit, I broke something. So, then I shifted, went through all the gears, but it just did not sound right, nothing, it wasn't working right, so for a while, I had to use clutch for first gear, and that was it. And then basically I drove the car without using the clutch. Basically you just have to match the R's and shift with with their speed. So basically that's it for that. And then this is the clutch cover. Again, this looks identical to the Exedy clutch cover. You can see some of the wear. That's just because it was a bad because of what happened, basically. And then you can see inside where that brake, or that spring was rubbing. And again, you can see all that glassing, just all the heat spots because it was riding. Oh Jesus, this thing's heavy. Yeah, the Exedy one weighs a little less, but you see all this? That's from somebody putting too much grease on the splines when they put this together. So basically, having the lighter flywheel, putting that in my car, I weighed this. This one before I put it in. Shut up, dog. Knock it off. I weighed this, the brand new one, and it weighed 23 pounds, I want to say. And then this, I forgot what this was. Basically, all I really remember, the important part, was this. The old one weighs 8 pounds more than the new one does. And a lot of that weight is this guy right here. So, if you have any more questions about any of this, you just message me. It was kind of a pain in the ass getting everything out. Like the biggest problems I had pulling the clutch out was getting the ball joints out, without damaging them. The same thing with the tie rods. After that, everything was pretty simple. Yeah. So, like I said, if you have any questions, comment, subscribe, I guess, if you want. Just keep doing random shit, making videos, stuff like that. So, yeah, sorry to bore you guys with my whole ramble, but yeah, see you. Bye.